Hey Silicon Wild, we are back again in Bridgehampton, New York. My first time out here. I'm Samir, I'm with Marcy. We're going to look at the old potato barn out here. It's, how much is it?
445.
445 million, 3780 square feet, 3 bed, 3.5 bath, 0.33 acres. Built in 1993-ish, but I think that's just the renovation of it. Let's take a look inside, let's go. Barn doors, you've got to have barn doors. The big circle window up top. And so this was a potato barn.
Potato barn. They have 2 studios here, and there were 2 artists that lived here. And they renovated the barn to fit their needs and how they wanted to live.
Got to add staircase from Paris to your list of mansion must-haves. Above the Paris staircase is a
Loft.
A little tight up the stairs, but worth the walk, because then you get to come up here, grab a croissant from Costco, a little breakfast with your view out the circle window. Have a view outside, have a coffee, have a croissant.
Their artwork.
Some people were wondering, like, how does it feel in here? And it's air conditioned nicely.
First studio, second studio, and then you go right back into living quarters.
Yeah, I can see this being the family room, living space.
Right.
Breaking out the bedroom to turn this into, to turn that into a kitchen and to turn this into a living space. But then when you go upstairs, you're like, okay, this is also a very nice living space. So it's a tough decision. Kitchenette over here.
Light on.
Bathroom.
Okay.
These doors, you can tell they've had a lot of life. Pretty cool white handles on the doors. Lots of built-in storage everywhere. We'll get through to the main part of the house.
They like to put their plates in the wall. And there's a whole wall of platters. You'll see some additional platters upstairs that didn't make the Wall of Fame.
Guess you can't have a meal in this till it'll fall down. Sunny Day Evans asks, how are the plates attached to the wall? Looks like they're spackled, plastered, sheetrocked into the wall. This is a lot of work. I wonder if the owners did this themselves or if they had a carpenter come and do it. But you can't put food in it. You couldn't put a potato in it. It doesn't work.
So this would be the primary.
Pretty cool little window opening. Get a little fresh air, but not too much fresh air. You can tell it's been sat on a few times.
It's not so bad.
Make a little cushion, actually. It's like naturally soft for, I'm sure, years of sitting.
Kind of fabulous looking.
Yeah. So this is the primary suite. It could also go back to being a potato barn. Its original use is what I would like it to be, but I don't know. I'm not buying it, so just for the future owners, consider that.
We'd be happy to sell you a potato barn to restore back to its natural. So there's a lot of detail and original tile that have been imported as well.
The sink looks like it was taken from a New York City public school or something.
You'll find things throughout the barn of all types of artifacts that they've collected and have utilized throughout the home.
The Painted Sarah asks, where do they keep the potatoes? And I know I personally would keep a potato right in here in this secret space in the primary bedroom. It was really cool that I didn't realize that the house had. Come down the hall, more built-in bookshelves. Open up this door and you've got a 2-story cedar closet. You've got a big wardrobe. If you're working the potato farm and have a lot of potato farm clothes, there's so much room here. You could make it a wine cellar. Really, you might not need 2 stories, so half wine cellar, half clothing, half a closet. You could put guests down here, one bed up. The possibilities are endless. Let's keep going.
Upstairs. Another full bathroom.
Another bedroom, but this one's really cool. I've never seen this before. There's a door here and a door over here. So some days you want to come in this way and leave this way. It really gives it a nice flow. So, you know, makes it special. Built-ins everywhere in this house. Lots of storage for lots of things. I like the creaking of the floors.
Couple of mechanicals.
The mechanical.
The house running.
So important. The laundry area is arguably the most important room in the home. I love it when a listing shows the laundry room because you need to know what you're working with, and it's right off of the bedrooms, so you don't have to lug your laundry around. Close to the 2-story closet, another bedroom, little one. This bedroom is cool because this side of the house is underground. You've got skylights. They wouldn't let you do this today. You gotta know like the mayor of Southampton to get a space like this. But there's so much natural light. There's a nice little sound in here too. But a pretty cool bedroom nonetheless. You could put your guests in there that you don't really like so much.
Either room can be reconfigured however you like.
Yeah. A lot of this space could be adjusted somewhat to make it your space. Let's go upstairs. My Casey asks if it smells like a barn. No, it doesn't smell like a barn. It smells like a house. The art room smells a little artsy. I'll leave that up to you all to figure out what that smells like, but it smells normal house. Do you want to talk about these?
Yeah, so these were imported from park benches in Ireland.
Reconfigured to make into this railing.
A hand railing.
This one's not from Ireland, probably local, but this one from Ireland.
This was for steady now.
Then we go up to the main living space.
He locked it. Right behind this door, there's an elevator.
Oh, yeah.
And that went right down into the studio. So he could then come up here into his living space and his kitchen without having to walk the stairs.
I love these columns. They don't look structural. They just look fancy. And then you could see what I was saying downstairs, that the artist studio looked like a really cool great room. You can make a kitchen down there. But then when you come up here, this also is a really nice great room. You have a view of open field. It should be an open field, hopefully, for a long time. And then the kitchen, you've got to check out this kitchen. Never seen Wolf appliances with this kind of logo, but you got to have those red knobs. Those are so important.
Yeah. Cooking was definitely important to them.
And then another view. Imagine washing the dishes out this window, looking at that view of Southampton. That's a dream. Miele, top of the line appliances. Really good BMS in here. Here you're in the living room, living space. Porches off the room in many directions. Lots of natural light. Place for your TV. Lots of cozy places to sit and read, chill, take a nap.
Main salon, which also has a powder room, so it has the plumbing here. Some have looked at it with the idea of making this into their primary suite.
The whole space up here?
Over here, possibly converting this to a primary ensuite.
You can make this a really nice bath.
If you bring the kitchen downstairs. And then you still have that sitting room, etc.
Here, and then we'll go out that porch
Right.
and swing around. Another good place to have a little iced coffee. Enjoy the day, enjoy the night. I don't think this railing is from Ireland, but we could check. Oh yeah, I like this view. I remember this.
Here you have another entrance to the gardens.
I love that they have screens all around, so you can open doors up. Here outside, this is like fairy tale style. Step outside. You've got the side yard. You can see how it's built into the side of the house. That's where that bedroom was, over there. There's enough land out here to put a pool. If you
know what?
You could squeeze one in,
There
maybe.
are, because it's non-conforming,
Mm-hmm.
it's very possible that you can zone it single and separate, and maybe the setbacks will be a little different, more forgiving, but wouldn't be more than maybe a thin lap
Like a lap pool.
pool, but that's something you could look into.
It's always possible with the right budget. Power generator. Let's keep going. You can see lots of skylights around the house, everywhere. Peter Hutt asks if they sled down the roof in the winter. It looks like the angle is pretty steep, so you'd have to be careful. And I'm not sure how much it snows out here in Bridgehampton in the wintertime, but if you're willing to give it a shot, I think you could do it. You would just slide right into your garden over there. It's a good time to pause the video, like it, and subscribe to my channel. The YouTube algorithm gods like it when people do that, so I would like it if you did that. Also, let me know where I should tour next, what things you want to see in the houses, and let's keep going. Let's take a look at the house. So this space, you're going to tell us about this space?
So you have here about 5.6 acres to the left and surrounding and towards the back. The zoning here is 2 acres zoning. If it were to be sold and developed, right now it's used as ag reserve, it would only take 2 homes. You would not be able to build much more than that. And then they'll have setbacks and everything as well.
But this was agriculture. So tell me, I just learned about this thing where if you buy a house out here, you pay a percent to this fund.
Yeah, no, it's always possible that, being that it was utilized as farmland, and currently that the Peconic Land Trust would be interested in purchasing that. That's something that they do. So it's a possibility.
Yeah, so they purchase the land and then preserve it as land. And
Yeah.
I think that's good for the homeowner. Another space out here, right off that great room or future primary bedroom to sit, have a Costco croissant. I'm sure there are good croissant places out here too.
I was just going to say, we have the best croissants.
Costco croissants are up there, and for a 6-pack of them for like $4, you can't beat that price either. I didn't used to love the wood shingle style of homes, but over the years they've really grown on me. I've been radicalized in homes in many ways, like a mid-century modern. I would have hated that many years ago, and now I love one. But I do like the wood shingle style houses and the Hampton style homes.
And fill them with potatoes.
Mm-hmm. And fill them with potatoes.
I'm a mashed potato girl, you know.
That's, you know, they have so many styles that there's a version for everybody. And I love this side of the house. Also super cozy.
Just on the other side of those, but they also have some plantings in the bricks.
Yeah, I saw that they had some wildflower.
Right.
Yeah, that looked super nice over there. Like, I figured that was not just overgrown, but it made it like special. Whereas this is just a more open space with so many levels to have different. You could have different setups, different couches, different activities, different
all
friends
kinds of
over.
outdoor living.
Anything else about the house?
Well, I mean, the location is also fabulous. Right down the road, you have the ocean. And it's fabulous to do that walk right down to the ocean. There's also a bike lane, so it's very utilized.
Close to all.
Right. And then at the end of your trip, you get to go to Pierre's and have a croissant.
Pierre's is a good croissant place?
Oh, they're good.
What about
Loaves
an iced
and
coffee?
Fishes. What?
What about an iced coffee?
Oh, an iced coffee. I mean, they have great coffee. Absolutely.
Is there a Starbucks?
There is a Starbucks,
but Pierre's is better.
But Pierre's
support local.
There are some very, very interested parties at this point.
Great. So thank you for having me
Sure.
for the house. 4.45 million.
Right.
Bridgehampton, over 3,000 square foot, close to 4,000 square foot, 0.33 acres. There are some very interested offers. If you want it, you should act quickly. It could be converted back to a potato barn if you want to. That's what I would if were putting an offer. But thanks again. Be sure to subscribe and like to my channel, comment, share, let me know where you want me to go next, and we'll see you all next episode. And would I live here? Yeah, probably.
Thank you.